Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. Well, this battle has started rather early, and we didn't get much of a look in before it started, but you're looking at the M53, M55. It's the Tier 9 American SPG. It's located on the north spawn of Redshire, and it's under the command of Tactically Moving Downwards. And I've heard that apparently he likes to be called Tactical. Let's have a look at his battle. Well, he's got the M55, which is the 8-inch howitzer. It's capable of doing 900 alpha, penetrating through 52mm of armor, and with a 10.5 meters burst radius and 12.5 to 28 seconds of stun. He's just lining himself up with the Zeppelin, because I think he intends to fire a few rounds straight down the gullet of that airship, what's left of it. Might be quite funny if they arrange for one of the Zeppelins to drop out of the sky just above this map. There is one actually directly above us as we're shooting at the moment, or not shooting. He's trying to chase that G-Saw. Fires the round in. Oh, got some stun. Sometimes all it takes is a tiny bit of stun on an enemy light tank just at the wrong moment, and then they get taken out of the game by one of your teammates who suddenly sees the opportunity to actually wipe them out. It can be quite funny when that happens, especially when it's an EVR 105. Okay, well, he's rapidly reloading. Standard reload, 40.27 seconds. He's got 39.19. And rounds out. Took him a while to wake up that one. And yes, he does get a good hit. 389, 2 critical hits. He is staying kind of out in the open, just behind the cap area, but it does give him good avenues either side. I must admit, I like having being on the west side of this map, because you can shoot straight down the castle and hit the enemy tanks on the other side of the battlefield, which can be quite funny because they come up to the entrance thinking they're just going to drive through the castle gates, and all of a sudden they meet a shell coming the opposite way, and it kind of puts off their day. He saw that G-Saw again. He's doing a quick scouting run. Okay, we've got the Striv 81 there, which is the Centurion lookalike. Oh! Went over the top of him, but it did splash him. In fact, when we say Centurion lookalike, it is actually a Centurion that the Swedes bought. And they gave it the name Stridsvan 81. Okay, he's almost ready to put one into the BZ again. That E4 would be a good target as well, mainly down to the fact, of course, take out more than one. Oh, he did get a direct hit. The BZ did take a direct hit. The E4, well, Stridsvan 81 actually went down to a direct hit just before the E4 backed up. Okay, having a quick look at the Zeppelin area. Oh, that's interesting there. We've got a couple of enemy tanks in the back. It's a pair of tank destroyers, a K91 PT, and we've got a Minotauro coming through the gap. And now you can see that you can sometimes slot around directly through that gap, but you've got to watch out for the wire fencing. Okay, M5Y could take that guy on. Having a quick look. The one with the strange turret. Okay, this Minotauro is coming on quite fast. Rounds out. Direct hit. Good shot. 464. He's seeking cover now because they are getting closer and closer, which is making it more likely that he will be discovered. Okay, BZ's gone down into the moat. Let's have another look round. knock a tree down to move up. Yes, he keeps looking at the moat. There's the PC. And the E4's at the other gate. And the BZ's coming around the corner rather rapidly. Fired his rockets to move up. And now he's about to get a round right up him. Round's out. Oh. Well, it looks like our Scorpion G killed the BZ, but I'm not sure what happened to that shell. I think it's still heading to the moon. Looks like those two Arty shells we saw flying over were actually the enemy Arty trying to hit our teammates. Okay, now he's lining up a shot on their Scorpion and the E4. E4's come out of the castle grounds, but he's sitting there on the north edge. I get the feeling that just as he fired, he moved, and consequently the shell missed the target altogether. And now we've got a Kunstpanzer moving up the other side of the hill to our left. And I think he's about to come into view. There he is. That rock's in the way, so we can't get a shot directly over the top of that. It'd just be too high to get it over and then get the shell down the other side. But we do have a little ELC Evan and the Steve Ball 90. Let's see if he can get a shell in there. Well, he doesn't need to worry because our FP3805 did that for us. Okay, there is the Kunstpanzer. Same one we saw before. Oh, now he's very low on hit points. But we can't shoot now because he's gone to the other side of the hill, which makes it very difficult to shoot him. And he's gone. Now we've got the K91 PT coming in from a different direction. We're 3 down on the enemy. Okay, he's on the move. We get a shot on that guy. He's backing up, rounds out, and fairly close, but still only splash. Change of position. Might be able to stay this side of the copse and shoot over the copse to get at the enemy. Okay, there's the SU-101. He's attacking the Leopard prototype. Oh, what happened there? Well, it looks like the SU-101 went down to the Scorpion G. So that's another one the Scorpion G's taken out that we were aiming at. And he's doing the same again, which might actually have the same effect. If he fires just as he goes up to the lip, he's going to miss the target, but one of his teammates is going to get the kill instead. In fact, he's aiming towards the T110E4 by the castle gates. We're hoping that the Nomad will be able to spot him, but he's a bit far back. And oh my God, what's happening here? Here comes the K91 PT. He's at close range, and he shotgunned him. Wow, I think he auto-aimed on, or at least he managed to get his aim round to deal with the K91, who didn't realise what was going on. Unfortunately, we just lost the Nomad. Or rather, sorry, no, the Nomad killed the E4 on the enemy team. I'm wrong. So that was happening behind us, and we're now heading back over that side.
Thanks a lot.
And now, oh, this is not good. It's 3 versus 4 now. Okay. He's aiming for that M5Y. Fires blind. Unfortunately, I think he aimed too far to the left. Both Arty's still alive on our team, but the Nomad's moving up. And I think he's trying to get a different position, so the enemy's going to focus on the Arty, and he's going to get separate shots from elsewhere on them. The enemy's just coming around the hill, and there's their Arty. Or one of them, the FP3805. We've gone behind the rock. Not sure if we're going to get a shot. Oh, there he is. I'm not sure this is a good move. The Wizzy's coming through the copse, and he takes out the FP3805 on our team. And now I think he's chasing us. And so this has turned into a bit of a chase. The Nomad's going for the Wizzy. Changes his mind. He's going elsewhere. We're trying to get into the castle grounds. We can't see the Wizzy at the moment. View range on this Arty is not that strong. It's only 300 meters. And we've been spotted. We need to move to one side quickly. Because if he is aiming directly down the line of fire, he will take us out. Oh, now that's interesting. That was an Arty round. And it was coming from the other Arty, the Batchat 155-55. And the Wizzy is chasing us through the castle. Now, we don't know precisely where the Batchat 155-55 is, but we're running for the enemy cap area now. I think he's going to try and shotgun that Batchat if he can find him. This is one of the better Arties for doing that sort of thing because it's fairly fast, 56.3 kilometers an hour, and the turret is actually quite maneuverable. And it's one of the few Arties that actually does have gun depression. It's only a couple of degrees, or in fact actually 5 degrees, but it is true gun depression. It's proper gun depression, and you can use it to take down enemy tanks by going down into a hull down position. It's quite funny when you do that as well. Okay, well, he's definitely being chased. He's on the move. The Wizzy's seen him again, or is it the Arty? It's the Arty. Goes for the aim. Go for it. Get close. Hello. Shotgun. So that's 2 shotguns he's done now. And the Wizzy is, at this moment, preoccupied going after our Nomad. And now we're sitting directly behind the wreck. Okay. Gonna keep on the move. Oh, we've lost the Nomad. But we can see where the FP3805 on the enemy team is. Is he going to go for another shotgun? Unfortunately, I think the Wizzy's probably going to get sight of us before we get to the copse. It'd be nice if we could get into the copse without getting spotted, and then we could shotgun the Wizzy. Or at least the FP3805. But he keeps going. Yeah, that's probably not the best thing. Yes, he did get spotted. And in fact, he blocked a shot from the M5 wide, but it was the Wizzy that actually finished him off with a shot for 415. He was up on top of the hill when that happened. I must admit, it would have been very, very funny if a Benny Hill type chase had developed after he shotgunned the Batchat, and he kept going around the map in an anti-clockwise fashion as he was trying to run away from the enemy. Admittedly, if he'd had the chance to get the FP3805, he should have just stopped and shot at him because he knew where he was just before the Nomad got wiped out, or just after the Nomad was wiped out. So he could have taken a shot there, but I'm not sure if he was loaded at that precise moment. I think he was still reloading at that moment. But anyway, it was a funny game towards the end. The fact that he got 2 shotguns is quite fun. But yes, it would have been even funnier if it had developed into a Benny Hill type chase. And he sat in that copse and forced the Wizzy to come closer and closer and closer until he could shotgun the guy at visible range. That would have been a very good move. If he stayed in the copse, that was the best move of all. Because then somebody had to go and get close to him. They could sit in the cap, and all that would do was give him the chance to shoot at his own cap at long range to try and get hits that way, because he couldn't move out of the cap without getting shot at himself. But anyway, it didn't develop that way. He kept moving. Next time, maybe just hide in the wood and wait for them to come to you, and then give them a nice surprise when they turn up. 3 shotguns would have been lovely. Well, he did get a bruiser medal out of that game, at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 8, and he got a fair amount of damage. Let's have a look at team score and see what he did. Well, the highest damage in the game turned out to be that Wizzy 111 Model 5A. He got 4,367 hit points. Second highest damage was the Leopard prototype, got 3,392. And the third highest damage was the Minotauro, who actually got 2,936 hit points of damage. When it came to tactical, he managed to get 1,990. Which which is the best score for an Arty on his team. Because we can see that the FB3805, there he is, it's a bit lower down. And when it came to kills, we can see the highest number of kills was the Wizzy 111 Model 5A again. 4 kills to him, 3 kills to the Kunz and the Progetto 46. I think that's the 46, it is. And on his own team, the Leopard Prototype managed 3 kills. And then we can see in joint third place was Tactical with just 2 kills. And when it came to base XP, it's the Wizzy 111 again. So he's got the top in all 3 columns. 1,038 went to him. 935 went to the Kunzpanzer. 935, went to the ELC 790 again. They got the same base XP on those with the Progetto in, well, joint third place, I suppose. Well, not joint third, because joint second place. And third place going to the Progetto 871. And you can see here, Tactical managed to get 398. Now, he did fire 10 rounds, 5 direct hits, 1 penetrating shot, and 7 splash. Now, I guess the penetrating shot was probably the one at closest range. In fact, it wasn't. It was, it was actually. No, I'm wrong. I thought the K191 was the one that he would have got at close range. In actual fact, it was the Batchat 155-55, and that was even closer, and the shell went straight through him. So, yes, we do know who it was. He actually also got 7 splash damage of 1,990, of which 1,268 were at more than 300 meters. So he did a fair bit of damage at close range. 2 hits received, both penetrations, 1 a non-penetrating shot that was actually blocked, and 360 blocked by armor, and 1 which was a penetration, which killed him off. 1 enemy vehicle spotted, 5 enemy vehicles damaged, 2 killed, and 570 hit points, a stun assist of 6 stuns. So the one that he actually spotted was, in fact, the Batchat 155-55, and he earned 10,456 credits from the game and 597 XP out of it as well. But sadly, it was a loss. But it was fun. For a moment, I thought that if he'd stayed in that wood, either the FB3805 on the enemy team or the Wizzy 111 Model 5A would have come looking for him, and that would have provided just a little bit of extra humour at the end of the game by somebody getting shotgunned when they weren't expecting it. But yeah, it would have been fun. I hope you enjoyed that replay. If you did, please give it a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.